Hi, and welcome to a new IT Business Essentials tutorial. My name is Carlos, and today we will talk about Zoom, from the basics to advanced features. For many of us, Zoom has become part of our daily life. So the more we learn about this great tool, the more we will enjoy it. Let's jump into our computer and let me show you some tips that hopefully will help you take more advantage of Zoom. We have now accessed our computer. If you receive a meeting invitation, you can join the meeting without an account. However, I recommend to open a Zoom account. It is free. You can go to the website zoom.us and you will be able to click on the upper right corner, sign up, and you can open your free account. I also recommend to download and install the Zoom app. You can install it in your computer and also on your mobile. You can scroll down within the website, go to the bottom, and you will find download. Once you download it, it will ask you to install it, and it will be a very easy process. When you join a meeting, it will try to launch the app. If you don't have it, it will ask you to download it at that moment. When you use the app, you will be able to take full advantage of all the Zoom features. After installing the app and open it, you'll have these four options. You will be able to create a new meeting, join an existing meeting, schedule a meeting, and you will be able to share a screen. You will be able to join a meeting using the URL or the link that someone has sent you as an invitation. You can also click on join and it will ask you for the meeting ID and password. You can schedule a meeting by clicking here. You create the meeting's details, the topic, the date and time, the duration of the meeting. You will be able to set up a password and you can use your preferred calendar. You can use Outlook, Google Calendar, or other application. Let's create a new meeting. We'll use Google Calendar. We'll leave all the information like that. Click on Save, and it will open Google Calendar. We will find here the details of the meeting, including the URL, which is this one that we have also here. And we can invite our guests. We're going to invite 2 persons to this meeting and change the date of the meeting. Click on Save, and then Send. It will send invitation to the guest. In our calendar, we have the meeting information, and we can now join the meeting by clicking on the link. When joining the meeting, it will ask if we want to open the application. Clicking here, the Zoom meeting is asking if we want to join with the computer audio. We click on yes. At this time, with our video is off, and we can click here to start the video. If we move our browser, we'll be able to see the toolbar on the bottom. You can turn off our video. We can mute our microphone. We can see here the participant. We click here. We will see on the right side of the screen, this is the host, myself, and the 2 guests that we invited. They already joined the meeting. We turn on our camera again. We have the chat window. By clicking here, we will be able to participate in the chat here. As a host, I will be able to share my screen. If you want to allow someone else to share the screen, you can click here on this option. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. We now click on share screen and we will be able to select what we want to share. In my case, I have more than one screen, but I also will be able to share or create a whiteboard. We can share our phone or iPad. We can share a specific tab in our browser, for example. There is a new feature under Advanced where we can have a PowerPoint presentation as a background. We select here and click on share. We can open our PowerPoint presentation in front with my presentation in the background. If I click over my picture, I will be able to move myself to the best position and my video will remain on during the presentation. At any time, I can stop sharing the presentation. Click here on the top. We can check now some of the video settings by clicking here and go to video settings. And we have here a nice feature, which is touch up my appearance. I can control how my appearance will look like. It will probably make me younger. I can also adjust the light. It will help us to make our lights better. I have this manual control and I can also just do it automatically. I will leave it in auto. Then I can click on background and filters. Virtual backgrounds will require a powerful computer. In my case, my computer doesn't have enough resources, so however, I have the option to select this. I have a green screen. It won't work as well, but it will work in some way. I can select this. I can select different backgrounds. It will work much better if you actually have a green screen or if you have a powerful computer. And we have this option here, video filters, to be like at the fun part of Zoom. You can create different kind of effects. It will set me on TV. And there are some additional effects. By clicking here in the studio effect, it will allow you to add eyebrows, mustaches and beard, or change your color lips. I already have some beard, but it can add me more mustaches. It could add some colors to my lips. Okay, I think that's enough fun for today, for this presentation. We can close this. Going back to our formal presentation, we have reaction. This is a new feature. As a participant, we can add emojis or reactions to the presentations. The emoji will remain there just for a few seconds. A kind of nice feature. Without interrupting the presentation, we can provide some feedback. We need to log in into our Zoom account. We will click on My Account on the upper right corner. We will click on Profile, and then we will go to Settings. We will scroll down. We will search for Breakout Rooms. By default, it is disabled, and we have to enable it. If we select this option here, it will allow us to assign to another participant the administration of the breakout rooms. So if we go back to our meeting, we have the breakout rooms. We'll be able to create different breakout rooms just by moving this option here. And we have three options. We can assign groups automatically, or we can assign manually, or we can allow the participants to choose the room what they want to join. The breakout rooms could be very useful for education, or where we have working in large groups. We want to have different discussions in different groups. A additional nice feature within Zoom is that you are able to use short keys. Like, for example, you can turn off your video, you can mute or unmute your audio with Alt-A, you can pause or resume screen sharing with Alt-T. Alt-M will allow you to mute or unmute your microphone. And there are some other useful short keys that will make your life easier. We will share our favorite short keys in the description of the video. If during the meeting you need to invite someone, you can click here on the right side and click on invite, and you can send an email with all the details. If you need the details of the meeting, you click here on the upper left side, and you will be able to copy the link from here. One additional fittings you will find it within audio settings by clicking here at the bottom left corner, audio settings, and you will find this option here where you can suppress the background noise. You can set it auto, low, medium, or high. With this, we conclude our video today. We have tried to present basic and advanced features for Zoom meetings. If you find this video useful, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comment, or maybe you have your own tips for Zoom, we would like to hear them. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.